Oh, God, die! Try to say something, that die! Die to say something! Oh God, look at your grandchildren, your children, tell them something, tell somebody something. Oh God. Oh, you sleeping boy. Oh God. Oh God. Mama, what are you doing? Come and see all your papa. Golly, Golly, I come to see you. I come to see you. Oh God, Golly. Oh God, I come to see everybody. Oh, Mama. Oh, God, Papa, boy, oh, God. Oh, God, Golly. Golly, leave me on. God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Sorry, blocking. Sorry. Dios, Dios, para que soy yo,
No, he promised him my way of from. He got a little bit further now. He got a little bit. But if you know he says so much, I'll tell you a little bit. Oh God, no, you're going to come and say, Matty, go to Oh God, no. Oh God. Oh God. God, you got to say, now he does for me. He said he didn't want to eat that. He didn't want to eat that. Oh God, no. I live in everybody. I live before me. I live before me. Oh God. Oh God. Yeah, talking is in nothing again.
Chandra Siya Ramachandra Ki Jai, Siya Pitra Bhagavan Ki Jai. My dear friends, family, uncle, well-wishers, today we are all here together to say our final goodbye to, of course, Ajodha, Ajodha's brother. As today is the last day we will see this form, this body as death is certain for those who are born, as Lord Krishna says in Gita. You could be a king living in a golden palace, you could be a beggar living in the street. One day to come, all of us will be facing the same situation as my cousin here, John, is lying in his coffin in his box. So what are we doing to prepare ourselves for this occasion? But that is certain, my dear friends. As you can remember, all of us as cousins, growing up as child, we all play together. Playing whole day, we'll eat together, and at night time, sometimes we stay over to other cousins and we sleep together. And this is the relationship we had as cousins. But आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला 2 दिन का जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला. That you have came here alone and you shall leave here alone. 2 दिन का जिंदगी है. And you play 2 days in this mela, in this field. But one day to come, we all have to go our own separate way. As if you look in the river, in the drain, when rain falls, coming down the water, you see sometimes 2 leaves meet together, 2 sticks meet together, and they will journey together. But some way down that drain or river, something will separate them, and you'll have to go their own separate way. This is life, my dear friends. We come in this world alone. We get attached to our husband, our family, brother, sister, children, and eventually we have to leave them and go our own separate way. As this very beautiful bhajan says, ये जग दिन है 4 पहलुआ कैसा नाता जोड़ रे कैसा नाता जोड़ रे ये जग दिन है 4 पहलुआ कैसा नाता जोड़ रे कैसा नाता जोड़ रे ना हम माई के ना हम पाप के गुर किलन के नाथ रे गुर किलन के नाथ रे. That the only relationship I have with my mother and my father is that they have brought me in this world. They have educated me and given me all that is necessary to make me what I am today. That is the only relationship I have with my mother and father. ना हम भाई के ना हम बहन के गले चुमन के नाथ रे गले चुमन के नाथ रे. ये जगत दिन है 4 पहलुआ कैसा नाता जोड़ रे कैसा नाता जोड़ रे. That's the only relationship I have with my brother and sister, is that we have all played together. We have eaten together, slept together. And that is the only relationship. One day to come, we all have to leave and go from where we have come from. But what is this body made up of? Pancha Tattva, the 5 elements. As in the Valmiki Ramayana, Sanskrit Ramayana, when Sri Ramchandra slain Bali, of course Tara was very much in sorrow, very sad. And Sri Hanumanji began to explain to Tara Janasi anityatam evam bhutanam agabhita gatim nasmat shubham hi karabhya sanyata ita laukikam. So Sri Maharaj began to explain to Tara that the soul is constantly coming into the body and constantly going. And taking a body which consists of the 5 elements. O Tara, this body is not eternal, is not permanent. The only thing which is permanent is the Atma. You have come from Lord Shiva, Shivoham, Shivoham, Chidananda Rupa. You have come from Lord Shiva. And when you give up this body, you shall return back to Him. So my dear friends, God has sent us here for a purpose, for a reason. And many of us here does not understand or know the purpose that we have come here. But when you come here, you get so attached to the material things, the Maya. Firstly, you get attached to our mother. The heartbeat, the child doesn't know anything but the heartbeat of the mother. He recognizes that heartbeat and cannot do without it. The love and the heartbeat of the mother. Then the father, the sister, the brother, and then the list goes on and longer with attachments, my dear friends. But Garuda Puran says that when the baby or the fetus was in the mother's womb, because of the condition is inside it, the Atma begged Lord Vishnu, "Oh Lord, remove me from this miserable place. And when I come out, I will chant your name day and night." So what happens, my dear friends? As I said earlier, we forget about God and we get attached to material things. Nowadays what happens? Only when in difficult times, then we recognize and remember God. Only when we are in sorrow, only when we are in difficult times, we remember that there is someone, supreme being, higher than us, that could change things in life. That was the time I read. But we have to spend time with our Creator, God. We will make the time for every single thing else, but we will never make the time to say, "God, I thank you for life in itself." The past 2 years have changed the mentality of people around the world. There's nothing to help but God Himself. And a lot of people change. They get a lot more spiritual because of this, my dear friends. And Lord Krishna says to Arjuna, Shri Bhagavan Vacha Asocham Bhavasocham Prajvadam Bhasasi Gadasam Agatasanta Nasochanti Pandita. That Arjuna, of course, he was fighting this war. On the opposite side, he saw his cousins, his uncles. And he began to tell Sri Krishna that he didn't want to fight because his cousins, his uncles, is all going to be killed in this battle. And Sri Krishna began to explain to Arjuna that, Arjuna, you grieve for those who should not be grieved for. and yet you speak like a learned bird. Wise man do not sorrow over a dead nor a living. So my dear friends, if you recognize that the individual, the soul, does not die, then there's no sense of living. Because what happens is the soul just leaves this sick and diseased body to enter another which are new. My dear friends, if someone is to get a new car or new home, all of us will be happy for that individual. Similarly, this Atma has leave this body to enter another which are new. So what is the sense of living, my dear friends? But of course, we are human beings and we are made up of emotions. It is natural for us to grieve, my dear friends. So with this, I want all of us to join together now and chant this very beautiful mantra dedicated to Sri Krishna, Sri Ramchandra, the one that helps us, the Atma. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. My dear friends, once have this material body, we all pray and hope that in the last moment in the last breath that we are blessed to utter the name of Hari. When the life is given the body, we pray and beg, oh Lord, that we utter the name. But it is so difficult to do that if we do not practice it every single day of our life. By constant recitation of the great name Hari, then and then only it is possible. And I also pray that the body burnt at the banks of the Yamuna, the Ganga, and the ashes be poured from the holy river. Itna tu karna swami jab prana samse kare. Itna tu karna swami jab prana samse kare. Govinda naam lekre jab prana samse kare. Sri Ganga ji katato Yamuna ka vansi vato. Sri Ganga ji katato Yamuna ka vansi vato. Mere saabana dikato jab prana samse kare. Jab kanta pranaye कोई रोग न सताए. जब कंत प्राण आए कोई रोग न सताए. यम निरस्त दिखाए जब प्राण तन से निकले. जब कंत प्राण आए, that when the soul begins to travel upward, कोई रोग न सताए, that my throat, let there be no blockage in my throat. At that critical moment, young Virasa, let me never see the servant of the Yama, but let my soul go directly to Hari. Itna tu karna swami jab prana samse kare. So today, my cousin John, Ajodha, Krishna Religion, Tamil Ajodha, I don't know if Tamil, I don't know John. So today John is seeing his wife and all his children, his mom, that and he's saying that we have all come here as a visitor. And we must return from where we have come from. Oham papunavachare. Oham papunavachare. Hansa apanade. Oham papunavachare. Hansa apanade. Duniya chaharva aganava mein aaye gaye. That's, of course, here John is saying to his wife, his mom, and all of us, that the hearse is parked somewhere outside. And all my travel documents are already prepared. I cannot remain any longer. I must leave you all now. I must go now. Oh, hum papunava chale, hansa apare. Singu singarata badiyaso abarava, gaura chandana lage ke o sage, gaura chandana lage ke. Yehi milan se milakar kare, yehi milan se milakar kare, jana hoga zarur. Oh hum pakhunwa chale, ansa apare. Sringu singarat badyasu amadam. That is body today is so beautiful decorated, beautiful kurta. Just now what the furniture here, all the flowers and chandan, sandal tears. That this is today will be the last day that you will see me in this form. Though I continue to exist in your mind, in your heart, oh my dear wife, my mom, my sister, my brothers, all my relatives. Today will be the last day you will see me in this form. I have to go now. I have to leave now. बोलिए उसकी यार बाप पितृ भगवान की
Déjame ver el canal del video.
वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. So friends, this morning on behalf of members of the family, we like to say welcome and indeed thank you all very much for making the effort and being here and being supportive to members of this family, particularly in this time of great grief. Yeah. Thank you. Just be here, means something to members of this family. That is something that is never easy for us to cope with. It is always difficult for us when we have lost someone whom we have grown to love over the years. It is always difficult for us. And so on behalf of members of the family, we'd like to say thank you all very much for being here and of course being supported. Life can be defined as when a soul enters into our body. Death is the absolute opposite, when the soul leaves the body. Of course, when the soul leaves the body, something happens. It does not vanish into thin air. And therefore, the ceremony that we perform is, the entire ceremony is termed as being Anteshti Sanskar. What is an Anteshti Sanskar? There are 16 Sanskars that a Hindu should endure throughout the period of his life, beginning from the time of birth and of course ending with death. What is a sanskar? A sanskar can be defined as every important aspect of our lives. Point of conception to the point of death. Every important event of our lives, prayers should be done and worship with God to begin that new phase of life. The bringing of a child into this world, the prayer that we do, Siman Sanskar, where the child lies within the womb of the mother for health purposes and so on. Then the birth ceremony, the naming ceremony, the feeding of grains for the first time, salt and sweet, etc. The cutting of the hair for the first time, and the wedding ceremony, etc. All of these constitute sanskar. Anteshti sanskar is the rites for when the soul will have left the body. We are here this morning to embark upon Anteshti sanskar, to begin that particular sanskar. As we prepare to do so, of course I said earlier that we are joined here by friends and family and well-wishers, loved ones, etc. So I'd like to ask everyone to stand for a few moments as we prepare to begin this sanskar, and put your hands together, close your eyes. And of course say a word of prayer, your own words, asking God to shower His choices and most divine blessings upon the departed soul. Om sarve kutumbha shukaturanam rudhodayam mrityu viyoghakarani bhaktam hitam tapaharantu devaha pretasya moksham kurvantu shikhram. हे दयालु परमात्मा, हम सब जो इस मृतात्मा का कुटुंब है, हम शोक से व्याकुल हो रहे हैं कि देख, आप भक्तों के ताप को हरण करने वाले हैं, आप इस आत्मा को शीघ्र मुक्ति दीजिए भगवान. Merciful Father, a great loss has been sustained by the death of this dear person, and the family offers prayer to you for comfort, Lord. Thou art always ready to remove the pain of thy devotees, and Lord, we beg and pray that you grant salvation to the departed soul. Om Binavatsago Ascha Svarona Karoti Jalahina Mishaiva Viyogya Dukham Rudanti Badhavastrahi Kurvanti Sarve Pretasya Moksham Kurvantu Shikhram. हे दयालु प्रभु, जैसे गाय के बिना वृक्ष के अक्षर स्वर्ग होते हैं और जैसे पानी बिना मछली तरबतत है, इसी प्रकार आज हम भी इस मृतात्मा को लिए बहुत दुखित है. हे प्रभु, आप कृपा करके इस आत्मा को शीघ्र शांति दीजिए भगवान. Merciful Father, as the calf cries when it becomes separated from the cow, and as the fish suffers when it is deprived of water, so too the family and friends are crying to you with grief in their hearts, Lord, and beg that you grant salvation to the departed soul. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Govindra Bihari Laal ki. You can all be seated. Preparation is required in every aspect of our lives. And if you think about that carefully, whatever we do in life, that should form a very, very important part of our lives. If the child does not prepare for an exam, then we'll definitely not have success. And we could go apply that to every aspect of our lives. Therefore, at the beginning of every sanskar, at the beginning of every puja or prayer, we must prepare ourselves for doing that. The main shrotas this morning would have prepped themselves by having a bath, wearing pure white clothes. White represents purity. Shaving the head for cleanliness and so on. As we prep for every sanskar, and now religiously, they will now prepare themselves in body and in mind to perform Anteshti sanskar. So the sanskar begins by washing hands, as water will be poured upon the hand and the hands will be washed. Om apavitraha pavitro va sarvasthangato piva Yahasmret pundarikaksham savaha bhayantara suchi Govindaye namo namah iti hastam prakshalya. Now I am sure that, as I said earlier, these guys will have had a bath and come here. So why would we want to wash hands still? And if you want to wash your hands, then the best thing to do is use soap and so on and wash your hands so that it will be pure and clean. So why do we at this stage sprinkle water on the hand and wash it? Through the power of mantra, anything can be achieved. The mantra is saying Om apavitra pavitro va sarvasthang gato piva. Pavitra, the word pavitra means pure. Apavitra means impure. So we say Om apavitra pavitro va. Lord, may you move me from a state of impurity and may you bring me to a state of purity. How can one achieve this? Yahasmarat in Sanskrit means bringing to mind Pundarikaksha. Pundarikaksha is yet another name of Bhagwan Vishnu, another form of Lord Vishnu. So bringing to mind that name and form of Lord Vishnu, may my hands be pure enough so that I will be able to make offerings in the name of the departed. And so, saying this, the water is sprinkled upon the hand to purify the hand that will now be used to make offerings in the name of the departed. Having done so, we sip water 3 times. The main shrota could do this. Everybody could touch hands. You can remove your mask for a few seconds and just sip water 3 times. Om Ajodha Namaha. Om Keshavaya Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. Right? You can go back your mask. Govindaya Namo Namaha Iti Hastam Prakshalya. It is written in Bhagavad Puran that those of us who partake of water are keeping in mind the 3 blessed forms of Lord Krishna, namely Achyuta, Keshava or Madhava, then we purify ourselves internally. Purifying ourselves externally is one thing, but to purify the mind while we perform Shraddha, so that the mind will not stray, so that the mind may not waver, and will focus on the task at hand, which is Anteshti Sanskar. Having sipped water 3 times, we now rinse the hands again. Because one would not want to offer with a juta hand, as we say. And so having done so, now there is a ring that is made with kush grass. And we refer to it as being a painti. It will be placed on the index finger of the right hand. Om Kuse Brahma Kuse Vishnu Kuse Deva Maheshwaram Angar Agreta Pur Buddhi Syasmyat Mule Nadharyam. The ring that is made with kush grass at this point, it is saying Kuse Brahma, that this kush grass is like Brahma. Kuse Vishnu is like Lord Vishnu. Kuse Deva Maheshwaram is like Maheshwar, like Bhagavan Shiva. It carries the ability to create, as Brahma is the creator of this universe, it carries the ability to create a positive mindset for us while the ceremony is going on. As Bhagavan Vishnu is the sustainer of this universe, it carries the ability to help sustain the mind with good and noble thoughts while this prayer is taking place. And as Bhagavan Shiva is the dissolver, the Kus also carries the ability to destroy or to dissolve all the the negative things from the mind while this ceremony is being conducted. Of course, we all know well that in puja and prayer, we place the ring on this finger. For Shraddha ceremony, it is placed upon the index finger of the right hand simply because presiding over every part of the human body, there is a particular devata or devi. The Lord who sits on this finger, the index of the right hand, represents moksha or represents liberation. So when the pointy is placed on that particular finger while Shraddha is going on, the intent is that moksha or liberation should be delivered to the soul. And so having prepared themselves, the main shooters, by washing hands and sipping water and self-preparation, then the ceremony begins. It begins with a purification rites. A funeral service is very, very simple to understand. And if you follow me, I'm sure at the end of this, you will always understand what we do in a funeral. So firstly, having prepared yourself, the ceremony begins with, of course, a purification rites. And that will begin by sprinkling water upon the body for the chanting of Vedic mantras. Om Govindaya Namo Namah Iti Hastam Prakshalyam. Om Ganga Jalaya Brahmanan Mandalokaya Shisha Darsha Nagapavani Sarva Papatma Sudhriya Mritashira Govindaya Namo Namah Iti Hastam Prakshalyam. So water is being sprinkled upon the body. And while this is happening, the mantra is saying, Om Ganga Jalaya Brahmanan Mandalokaya, that this water may not be Ganga Jal Prabhu. One can easily say that, we can go to the store and buy a bottle of Ganga Jal. And that is true. So we buy Ganga Jal and we're not 100% sure if it's Ganga Jal. I can buy some little bottles like this and label them Ganga Jal and put it pipe water and sell it there. That could happen. We live in a time called Kali, where people could do all kinds of crazy things. But the mantra is saying, Om Ganga Jalaya Brahmanan Mandalokaya, as I sprinkle this water upon the body that is lying before me, Lord, as I sprinkle this water with love in my heart, may this water assume Ganga-like qualities. And what is the quality of Ganga? We all know well that when we travel to India, every single person would want to touch Ganga Mata. We don't want to have a bath in Ganga. Why? We say that Ganga carries the ability to purify and to purge one's sinful tendencies. And why is that so? Because Ganga Mata emanates from the toenails of Lord Vishnu. From the washings of the feet of Bhagavan Vishnu comes the sacred river Ganga. And for this reason, we say, Lord, may this ordinary tap water may it assume Ganga-like qualities and may it purify the physical form that is now lying before us. One of the reasons why this body should be purified to a certain extent is because the body will be placed upon the lap of Agni Devata in a short while. And for those who doesn't understand that, Agni Devata simply refers to the god of fire. So having sprinkled water, the purification process continues as we offer pieces of sacred tulsi leaves along with a piece of gold in various parts of the body. Om Anadhino Dhana Vishnu Shankha Chakra Gadadharam Apado Pundari Kakshah Preto Gati Samudra Bhava Bolvindra Bihari Lal Ki Jai. So continuing the process of purification for the body. We all know that tulsi leaves are very, very sacred in Sanatana Dharma. In fact, Tulsi Mata occupies one of the most prestigious positions, and that so much so, with the exception of Lord Ganapati, her leaves are placed in all prasad that are offered to God, to Bhagavan, to purify those offerings. And so in a short while, this body will be transported to the creek where it will be placed upon the lap of Agni Devata, and therefore these tulsi leaves are placed as a purification process as well. Of course, there are chosen places that they are offered. They are offered in every part of the human body, which carry the senses, as one would say, seeing, smelling, tasting, touching, etc. As we prepare to move on with our ceremony, having offered sacred tulsi leaves and so on, we offer gand. Gand simply means fragrance. And we offer perfume. Om Govindaya Namo Namah Iti Hastam Prakshalyam. This fragrance is offered, and the significance behind it is not too much of a religious one, really. People tend to think that you put chandan and arti and essence and you bow to the person, and no. You have to understand that while someone is alive, while they are alive, you do their puja to get their blessings. When the soul leaves the body, that is no more than 5 elements lying before you there. I hate to say it like that, but in reality is a corpse. So you don't worship a corpse. That is part. And I mean, we have to be mindful of what we do as Sanatana Hindus. You know, we need to worship someone while they are alive. When Mama alive and Papa alive, you put up flowers in their head, you do their arti and you bow. Not you don't talk to Mama and you don't talk to Papa, but when they die, you line up crying and want to do arti now. No, Kabirdas says what you have to do tomorrow, do it today. What you have to do today, do it now. Tomorrow may never reach. If you don't talk to Mama, hug she up and kiss she today. And say, Ma, sorry. Because we may not get that chance in the future. So gand is simply offered as fragrance, because when somebody dies, in reality the body does give off a foul stench. If you stay too long in a room with a corpse, you're going to get sick. So perfume is sprinkled to eliminate foul odor and so on. And nothing more than that. The religious significance of that is zero. It is offered basically for that reason. Bolo Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Having offered perfume, we offer chandan upon the forehead. And again, chandan is not offered in the regard as doing puja for the person, but is placed upon the forehead as a decorative measure. And while we do these things, while we perform these ceremonies, of course, it is constantly done with puja and prayer. Why? Because all you can do for somebody now is pray. While this person was alive, you wanted a cup of water, you could have given it to him. If he wanted his foot squeezed, we could have done that for him. What can we do for him now? The one single thing we can do for him now is to pray and ask God to look after him. That is the only thing we can do now. And so, we are all congregated here for that purpose. And in prayer, we turn to Bhagwan. Vishnu says, Hey Paramatma, Hey Parabrahma Paramatma, आप आदि और अंत से हीन हैं, हे प्रभु, आप शंख चक्र गदा और पद्म को धारण करने वाले हैं, हे अविनाशी, हे कमल लोचन, आप कृपा करके इस मृतात्मा को मोक्ष दीजिए भगवान. So we say in prayer today, merciful Father, O Bhagwan Vishnu, you pervade this universe with all your forms, Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, all of these things in your arms, Lord. That we recognize you in that universal form and we offer prayer to you today, Lord. May you shower your choices and most divine blessings upon the departed. As we continue along with our ceremony, sacred pindas are offered. And at this point in time, pindas will be offered at various parts of the body. Pindas can best be defined as food for the soul. In fact, the entire Hindu funeral is based on the offering of pindas. More than the flowers and the chandan and all the other things that we offer, pindas, they form a very significant part of the ritual that we are doing here this morning. What is that? Boodoo? Correct? Ajodha? Om Adhya Mukha Gotra Visuruk Ajodhanam Bhumi Kristyarakam Pratham Pindaste Mayadiyate Tabo Padishtitam Bolo Aryama Vitra Bhagavani Ki Jai. ओम आद्या मुख गोत्र पितृमुख अजोधानां दूतकृष्ट्यारतं गृहस्थान द्वितीय पिंडस्ते मया दीयते तपोपतिष्ठिता। बोलो आर्यमा पित्र भगवान की जय। श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। ओम आद्या मुख गोत्र पितृमुख अजोधानां कोटि नाम एष पिंडस्ते मया दीयते तपोपतिष्ठिता। श्री अर्यमा पित्र भगवान की जय। ओम आद्या मुख गोत्र पितृमुख अजोहानां विश्राम काले चतुर्थ पिंडस्ते मया दीयते तपोपतिष्ठिता। श्री अर्यमा पित्र भगवान की जय। आद्या मुख गोत्रस्य गोविंद्रावन बिहारी लाल की। And of course, we offer flowers and mala at this point. It is offered as a decorative measure. We have noticed in most, in fact, all funeral services, the mala will be broken and placed upon the body with adorations and love. More than ever, it is symbolic of saying the relationship would have ended between the person and ourselves. You know, they say, na matu, na pitu, na bandhu, na data. In this world, there are no relations to us really. Before birth, who was the mother? Before birth, who was the father, the brother, the sister? Every other relation in the world that we have created, we have created those relations upon birth. So the breaking of the mala is symbolic of saying that this relation he will have had on this realm, it has all been broken down. The soul, which will have left the body lying there in its five elements, will linger around until the day of Bandara, where it will then begin its journey to the realm of praise. Bolo Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. While malas are offering, let's all join together. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Bolo Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. So at this point in time, I'd like to call on Risa. I think she will be doing the guitar.
Welcome, friends and family members. On behalf of my family, I would like to thank everyone for your love and support in this difficult time. We gathered here this morning not to mourn, but to celebrate the life of a great man, my dad, Mr. Ajodha Boodoo, also known as John or George. He was born in Clark Road on the 9th of May, 1959, to Bangare Boodoo and the late Boodoo Sankalal. He was the eldest of 5 children. He attended the Clark Road Hindu Primary School, then to Palaseco Secondary School. While making mischief in secondary school one day, a teacher scolded him and ran his hair. He was so eager to get back at the teacher, but he was too short, so he climbed on a chair and ran back the teacher's ear. Despite his little mischievous ways, he was a very brilliant child who had dreams of becoming a businessman. Those dreams were shattered when he lost his dad at the age of 11. However, this did not stop him from becoming successful. He started working at a young age and elevated himself throughout the years. Even though he worked very hard, he still made time on weekends to go fishing with his cousins and play cricket, and he was always out for duck. At the age of 26, he started a family of Daddy was a very hardworking and determined man. He worked his way up from a laborer to a truck driver to a very skilled excavator operator. He enjoyed rhyming and making cooks on fireside, where playing all fours and making chow was a must, whether it was home or at a beach or restaurant. But no matter where he went, he always left early, saying he had to go home to tend to his animals. He never forgot to visit family members and friends, especially his grandkids. They loved to spend time with him. He was a favorite papa. Daddy, Boogie misses you a lot. You will always be remembered as a great person you were. And I pray that your soul finds peace. Rest in peace, Daddy. We love and miss you.
Sri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai. So I'd like to call on Ajodha who will be doing our song for us. Ali after.
This story is from my papa. Every day, yes, it's been very it's a fine day, it's a fucking life, I know I'm nothing will be fine. I love you to the end, you know, to the papa. Papa, 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 stick on my drama. Drama, there will be nobody in my life to take me. Papa, too many things I want to stay apart. Everything is second because you're the one. Love you, Papa. May God bless you. Rest in peace.
Just before we begin, at this point, we'd like to call Camila who will be doing a poem for us.
My name is Camila and I am the eldest grandmother of my great grandfather. My grandfather was an amazing man who overcome a lot of obstacles and accomplished a lot in his life. I was told that he was the best excavator operator and transporter himself. I would sit for hours chatting with him about his animals and my school. In his spare time, he would visit us in Paris. He would always bring coconut, pumpkin, plum, watermelon, pomade, and snacks. Not too bad, he would always do us with a little treat as well. My brother Ira, my cousin Ayla, Grandma Goli, and myself will always remember all the beautiful memories we shared together with Grandpa. Papa, you promised to come and take my brother to plant coconut trees in the land by Grandma. But you never showed up that day. Instead, you are rejoicing with the angels now. We all will miss you dearly. We love you and we know you loved us to. Rest in peace, Papa.
Thank you very much for the day. At this point, we'd like to call on our good friend, Law, who will be doing a tribute in his name.
Ji, members of the Beer family, friends, and fellow villagers. Sitaram, Namaste, Salam Alaikum, and good morning to all. For those who may not know me, my name is Rol. I'm a very good friend to this family, and I have considered my departed as my own brother. Today is indeed a very sad one, for we are gathered here to say our farewell to him. But he has lived well, and he will be very well received by our good Lord. John and I are not related biologically, but knowing each other for the past 27 years, our relations grow beyond that of the bloodline. To my parents, he was like their eldest son. To my siblings and I, he was our elder brother. For that, I would always say to him, thank you, partner. For the years would be filled with memories, but one stood out among the many, which I would like to share with you all. And it went like this, simple. Whilst returning from a function, there were 13 of us, including John. And you don't know, it's a maxillo thumping. But in the midst of the conversation, he overheard it was one of my siblings' birthdays. All in a sudden, the man said, boy, I need to make a stop now. Pull up by the quick shop in Davie. I know, I see him. If he is driving, he riding shotgun. What the gentleman did was extremely wonderful. He came back a few minutes later with a muffin. Well, they have a small size muffin and they have a little bigger one. So he tried to sort the bigger one and a 20-ounce Coke. He came and opened the maxi door and took a match tray and cut that muffin in 13 slices. Took another match tray and stuck it on top, lit it, and sang happy birthday to our little sister. Friends, memories like that will have John living in our hearts for all eternity. Today, my friend, we say goodbye. But I'm surely assured by our good Lord that you will be very well received. Emotions run high, and we must pray. We must pray for each other in this day and age of this pandemic. We must pray to be guided by our good Lord, and we must surely pray for our departed. For he was a man who has touched the lives of people from Mayaro to Cedros. He was well received. And everyone who knew him knew the person he was. A jolly, tall, friendly guy. Many would not have known him by his full first name, Ajodha Boodoo. But John is the man with the big car. And he portioned. Nothing was too big or too small, in sad times or in bad times. He would surely be there. And I'm telling you, you will have his shoulder. To my family and I, that meant a lot. In the days that we would have really appreciated and needed that support. My parents are grieving at this point. They are not well. They cannot be here. But our love and our prayers goes out for our departed friend, our brother, and of course to his family, and all at this congregation. I say, before I leave, my friends, I have something to ask of you. Yes, my brother, knowingly or unknowingly, have wronged anyone here. I humbly ask you, please forgive me. Thank you.
So at this point in time, I'd like to invite family members, friends, loved ones, if you want to offer a flower. We will not be doing arati in this ceremony today. Those of you who know me well know that I don't condone arati in funerals, simply because you do arati, which means you reverence the person and bow and you ask for blessings. You can't really get blessings from a corpse, and I'd like to emphasize that a whole lot. So in every funeral I go, I always like to remind the people of this. Again, as I said earlier, what you have to do tomorrow, do it. If you do today, do it. Do it now. Do arati for your parents while they are alive. Your loved ones. You have to give somebody a flower, give it to them while they are alive. Don't wait for the soul to leave the body and for it to be lying there. It is absolutely useless to do arati at that point. If the corpse raises hands like this to bless you, will that go down well with you? No, we can't. Right? So at the end of the day, well, I can't get blessings from that. I can't happen. It's impossible. So at this point in time, I'd like to invite you now to come and offer your flowers if you want to say in your mind your final goodbyes, whatever you choose to do at this point. We'd like to leave the floor open for that for a while and ask, is there anyone who would like to do a bhajan for us while we are doing this? Anybody? If not, we'll ask the mic operator to play a very soft bhajan, nice for us. Can you do that? Yes, so I mean, you can take our time and come and offer flowers if you want to say your final goodbyes, whatever, feel free to do so. And we're having some soft, nice bhajans while this is happening. Music that is songs that are dedicated to God, Bhagwan.
You might, you could take this. Nah, no, you can try. The rest is not.
I'm
If you are hearing me, can I have a flower can we just please be seated once again?
Oh, God, resound, you see your mother for the last. See your mother for the last, oh God, amen, Risa. Mama, Papa boy, oh God, oh God, Mama, girl. Oh God, Mama.
Is there anyone who would like to sing a bhajan for us? So at this point in time, while Well, we are all gathered here collectively, and I'm sure that we are all here for a reason. This is COVID time, and it's very difficult for us to congregate. I know that you're putting yourself at risk coming in a place like this, but at the end of the day, where people are gathered together, we are all here for a specific reason, and that is that we have some kind of connection with this person here. So I'd like to ask for us all to join together as we chant a very simple kirtan. Together, everybody asking God to shower His blessings upon us. Everybody, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Shri Krishna Govinda Shri Krishna Govinda Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva He Nath Narayana Vasudeva He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Govinda Bihari Lal Ki Jai Govinda Bihari Lal Ki Jai. So friends, we're nearing the end of our ceremony, and I'd just like to share something with you all as we prepare to conclude and teach this sanskar. One of the most difficult things I had to do as a pundit, and I say one of the most difficult things I had to do for a pundit, is recently when I had to do a burial for two of my chelas. I did it. Everything was absolutely normal. Usually we read Bhagavad Gita and we learn to grieve not for the soul. For sure there is life, there will always be death. The one thing you can guarantee in this life is death. And that is something that I would have learned to accept. So I did cremation services for my father, my mother, my brothers, etc. And lots of my chelas who would have been very, very close with. One of the most difficult things too is also to try to talk while people walking and moving and all that kind of thing. But nonetheless, I'll start with it. Forgetting the fact that it's very disrespectful, I'll continue still. One of the most difficult things I had to do was to put my two chelas in the hole for burial. Everything was going nice up until the point when the person had to hold the two ropes and send the box into the hole, and I was standing there and looking at that. To me, that was one of the most painful things. And I say thank you to the Sanatana Dharma Mahasabha of Trinidad and Tobago who had that struggle in getting the approval for cremation. And I'll tell you why. There is no ceremony for burial, none. In Hinduism, burial is forbidden. It is not recorded in the Garud Puran, it is not recorded in the Pret Manjari. One should not bury at all if you are Hindu. You should be burned. And if you understand the significance of cremation, you will understand why I felt the way I felt to see my children go down in that box. The human body is made up of 5 elements. You all know that, right? The physical body is made up of earth. We say the bloodstreams and so on is like water. We inhale and exhale air. The human body functions at a temperature. There's a heat or fire. And there is ether or space within the body as well. So the human body is made up of 5 elements. You all follow me on that, right? When the body is consigned to fire, it merges back into its original state. I want to bear with me for a few moments and understand what I'm saying. The 5 elements return to their original state. I want to explain that there. You see, you just make 5 stops before you reach the fire. Forget people want to bust calza and bust pin 9, 10, they can pelt it all about and forget all that. To me that is insignificant, that is neither here nor there. When you ask people why they're doing that, they can't give you a proper answer, so forget that. 5 steps are important, 5 stops are important. Why? Because you pay recognition to each element before you reach the fire, which is the 5 elements that we spoken of. Agni Devta, god of fire, Varun, lord of water, Dharati, god of earth, etc. And we say, Lord, we are now preparing to return these 5 elements to its original state, and that is why we make 5 stops. You all following me, right? The body is placed where? On a fire. You ever wonder why they pack it in that particular... Bhai, you could talk a little easier. The mic man? Better, you could talk a little easier, please. Thank you. You know why it is placed on the fire? It maintains firstly the element of space. It's not on the ground and it's not on the air. Secondly, it meets with fire, which is the element of fire, right? Do you think fire could function without oxygen? No. The more air you have is the more fire is blazed, right? So it needs oxygen to survive as well. For that reason, when you light a torch, a cotton torch, you have the flame there with the acetylene, but you have to run oxygen to get the shoot, right? So we need that. Bushfires are in this flame more when there is air. So it meets the element of air, or wind as one would say. Tomorrow morning, members of the family will journey to the creek again. They will take the ash and carry it where? To the river mouth. Yeah? And we'll throw the ash, it meets the element of water. And as the water washes the ash, it will reach where? The banks. So it meets the element of earth. So a cremation ceremony is to take the 5 elements of the human body, which were used to create the human body, and return it to its original state. When you bury, all you meet is the element of earth. The rest is not merged into its original state. Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't here condemning what anybody do, you know. I'm here to say as a Hindu what you should do. Other people, and you have your beliefs, nothing is wrong with that. But I was speaking on behalf of the Hindu community and what we would have supposed to achieve when death occurs, as per our beliefs. So, in my mind, it is very unsettled when I have to bury one of my chelas. And the reason why I say this is because of the deep significance attached to a cremation service as opposed to having a burial service. We are here this morning and we are all gathered here for one main reason. The body will be consigned to fire, but the soul lives on. So every single thing that we do from this point to the point of cremation is to the point of Bandara, is done in the best interest of the soul and not the body. The soul that will continue to linger around and to be around. So today we are all here to, in our own words, to say our farewell to this physical form that we will not be seeing anymore. You have meant something to each and every one of us. A father, a brother, a friend, a husband, whatever, all the roles that you would have fit. He's no longer here on this earth, and he will be beginning his journey to the realm of praise. And so I'd like to ask everyone to stand for a few moments. As we put our hands together, we close our eyes and we join together in prayer. You to say a prayer in your own words. To ask God in your own words to show His divine blessings upon you, Father. Lord, may you bless him so that his stay on this realm will be a much happier and, of course, a comfortable one. Lord, may the offerings of Pinda that we have made today and the handfuls of water from tomorrow to the day of Bandara, the lighting of the diya, may it be of some benefit to him. Om Gayanidhi cha tirthani cha punyaha sivochtayaha Kurukshetre cha Ganga cha Yamunaha cha Saritradam Paushakim Chandra Bhagyam cha Sarvapapa Pranashini Bhadravakancham Suryam Dandhikim Tanasataka Vaishnavam cha Varaham cha Tirtham Pindarakam Tatha Pratibhyayami Tirthani Chaturah Sadharakam Tataha Om Shanti, 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 Govindra Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Second on the speaker. Yeah, so I'm just give you a little announcement. We are leaving for the creek in a short while. So I'll just like to let you know that the route we'll be taking will be to Gopi Trace. So to Pinal, such a trace, and straight out into the creek, Mosquito Creek. If you did not have an opportunity to see the body or far also, you can use that opportunity. Now we have the wagon to the Maikai for some soft bhajans, and if you did not, like I said, did not have an opportunity to view, please use this opportunity now. In 5 minutes we'll be leaving pretty quickly. Life is short. That's why they come. I have 3 more people in the audience. I mean,
make sure there's going to be hosting please, huh? This performance from the start, make sure there's going to be hosting please. Thanks.
Yeah, they requested just here. I have a number, yeah.
I know them is good people to know now.
Yeah, I have a piece of paper with the numbers that they use. He was the first guy I called.
Mary, don't you go come and be friends again, Mary, don't you come and be friends. You must enjoy friends, Mary. Mary, you must enjoy my friends again, Mary, oh God. Oh God, Mary, I'm gonna go.
Kalau gue naik,
Siam, final sudah tuh kita. Ya harmoni nanti.
mata lama dari, no money.
महिला
Right? You leave them alone. That's how you treat your son. I don't treat my son like that, eh? Come around with you, girl.